Action!
It is another Spectre raid. We're going 2 for 2. We're going 2 for 2 for this shit, and it's not when you're wrapping up stream. Says who? What? Who says I'm not wrapping up stream? Goodbye, everyone. No, that's a joke. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the stream, Greg. How are you doing? How was your stream? What were you streaming today? Oh. Oh, why does my camera look like that? Sorry, yeah, forgot about that. We finished part 1 of the story for Monster Hunter Wild. Oh, cool. I have no time to play many games, so therefore I am actually watching words hard. I am watching a playthrough of Monster Hunter Wilds. Clown or Spectre raid. Spectre. Hello everyone. I should probably say who I am. I'm Jerichords. I stream on Twitch. I make video game music. I voice act sometimes. And yeah, that's me basically. Today we're playing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. We're more or less at the start of this case where this guy died in this fashion. Where is it? He got stabbed at the pointy end of the stick, and people think that this guy, who is named after a coffee chain, they think he did it, and so we got to prove that he didn't. And it's all complicated because there's like map diagrams of the crime scene and like where the bomb did or didn't take place, and evacuation reports and fingerprint scanners, and it's all a mess, and I don't understand any of it. Thank you for the follow, Jackie the Raccoon. Do I call you Jackie, Raccoon, Coon? No, I'm not calling you Coon. Ignore I said that. Oh my god. And thank you for the follow, Game More Girl. So how is Monster Hunter Wilds? I've seen maybe the first hour and a half. How was that going? I'm not a big Monster Hunter person. Though I think from what I've seen, your character speaks in this one. Played with Adam today. Is Adam the one that we both know? Our mutual friend Adam? Azure Adam? Oh, did they speak in Rise? I didn't look at Rise at all. The last Monster Hunter game I played was World. World? Yeah. Tilford, yes, gotcha. Right. How is he these days? I haven't seen much of him. This lines up exactly with what the prosecution has been asserting. I should have known Blackwell would have had something like this already. Apollo, how exactly did they determine that was Clay? Well, blah, blah, blah. How exactly did they determine that Clay was already gone in that footage? Ah, I see what you mean. Whether Clay was still alive at that point is pretty crucial. He's doing good living in Florida now with his girlfriend. Oh, fun, nice, good for him. But run for a second, need to get dinner. No worries. Get your food. Get going. I was trying to make dinner before the stream today, and then I realized I don't have time. I was going to make mac and cheese, and I figure I will make it at the end of the stream. But given that the stream is probably going to take another 4 hours, and it's going to be around 4 a.m. in the morning by the time I finish, I don't think that's going to happen. So instead, I ate 5 jam donuts before the stream. Health. Take another look at the footage. Isn't it possible that Mr. Terran was still alive here and that Mr. Starbuck was helping him? Why, I believe you're right. One man carrying the other to safety. What a beautiful expression of friendship.
Silence.
Wow, so much sugar. Yeah. Okay, it's right behind me. Read it and weep. 5 jam donuts for £1. It was cheap. It was cheap. How could I not? It was, yeah, that took me 15 minutes to eat versus the hour it would have taken to prepare, cook, clean up, and eat mac and cheese. Yeah. Laziness took over me today. Perhaps that's what it looks like to a one-eyed hothead and a dotard. That is very close to another word. What does dotard mean? An old person. Doted. My bad. Doted. An old person, especially one who's become physically weak or whose mental faculties have declined. Ain't that just to say? Anyway, whatever. Right. But it only makes sense if it's the victim's dead body. What do you mean? I prefer custard ones. I used to love custard as a child, until I had bad custard. And for certain things, all it takes is one bad experience to cut you off the whole thing. So yeah, I don't enjoy custard anymore. A custard donut. There actually was. Geez, I wonder if I can find the old photos. If I can just if I go into my Google Photos and type in donuts. Hell yeah. Okay, right. I found it. So I'm going to show this on stream real quick. So you've heard of... What? Why does it look like that? Hold on, come back. Right. So you have heard of jam donuts, strawberry donuts, raspberry donuts, chocolate donuts, custard donuts. Yeah? But have you ever heard of cheese and onion donuts? Cheese and onion donuts. What the actual fuck is that? Yeah. What in the everlasting fuck is that? Yeah. Cheese and onion. I can't even begin to imagine what that tastes like. Bear in mind, I saw it in Tesco's, I saw it in the store, and I took a picture of it, and then put that shit back down. And if I bought it, I don't know, I can't tell you what it tastes like, but that existed. Right. So now you've heard of cheese and onion donuts. What about lemonade and cola? Lemonade and cola donuts. Can you see what looks like a chocolate topping on like the side of that mini donut? That's just I guess caramelized cola. Could be nice. You'd fuck with this? Okay, fair enough. To be fair, this might slap more than the cheese and onion one. This might slap more than the cheese and onion one, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, no, those exist. There were some other ones I took pictures of, but I don't have pictures of those anymore. Because I took these pictures way back in 2014, 11 years ago. And so I don't know. I'm not entirely sure which other ones I did see. I take that over cheese and onion every day. Do you like cheese and onion as a concept? Fulbright, explain it to Justice Dono. You got it. Ready, kid? If the murder had occurred in the lounge, someone could have spotted it. Anyone can enter the lounge after all. But doing it while they were alone in the spaceship, that's a horse of a different color. But you can't deny that there's a possibility the murder could have happened in the lounge. All that video shows is a man helping his fellow astronaut out.
Silence.
Your assertion is based on emotion. It's based on your belief that Mr. Starbuck would surely help his own disciple, but you have no logical explanation as to why the victim could still be alive. Unfortunately, Mr. Justice, the prosecution is right. Your argument is lacking in sound logic, but it sounded perfectly logical to me. Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no further objections, I believe it's time to bring this cross-examination to a close. Objections? Well, Oh, hello. Your Honor, the defense requests a little time to think and regroup. Given the facts, I'm not sure I see the need. What is it, Athena? It's just, there's something that's been bothering me. If it isn't the defense stalling for time, as always. Oh, you're back? Okay, I gotta show you this. I gotta show you this now that you're back. Oh, I've lost my tabs. There we go. Boom. Right, cool. Cheese and onion donuts. Have you ever heard of those? No? Cool. Read it and weep. Cheese and onion oh, wrong one. Cheese and onion donuts. What are your immediate thoughts? The donuts again. What are your immediate thoughts about cheese and onion donuts? Oh, okay, first of all, no. Second of all, why? He's usually come in threes. Okay, no third. Yeah, no. I also raise you lemonade and cola donuts. Are we fucking with it or no? Hello, Saint Dreamer. How are we doing? On a scale of 1 to 10, Black Quill is 1 billion when it comes to hotness. And what about Black Quill puts him high up on that scale? What is it about Black Quill? Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. Fair enough. I mean, it doesn't sound too bad. I still put that shit down when I saw it. I took a picture and then put it back down. If I had to choose between the two, like lemonade and cola and cheese and onion, yes, I would try this. I think I would still hate it. But I think I'd still hate it. But words are escaping me right now. But both of them just sound atrocious right from the get-go. I know, wait, hold on. I know other ones exist. Tesco, weirdos. There we go. Yes, there was other ones that existed. Are you for fucking real? Okay, sorry. Okay, let me gather these up. So, don't save the image, please. I want to open image in new tab and open image in new tab. And were these all the only ones? I'm sure. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. I want to surprise you guys with these. I think these are the only ones that existed. Yeah, but I never saw personally. But these also existed. So, coming back here again. Salt and vinegar. Hello, Ben. Hello, Ben. Good evening. How are you doing? It's been a bit. Salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar donuts. Savory donuts. Are we fucking with it, chat? Yes or no? Because it gets worse. Yeah, that's pretty atrocious. No, is this recent? No. So I already showed this one, lemonade and cola, which a few people in chat seem to be fucking with, and cheese and onion, which no one is fucking with. That is an abomination. And those are pictures I personally took, and I took those pictures back in 2014. So this is a solid 11 years ago. But I know there were others. I know I did see a salt and vinegar one. I just never took a picture of it. Oh, that's rubbish. Turkey and stuffing, which I love stuffing in particular. Like sage and onion stuffing, I fuck with it. I love it. Never in my life am I gonna do donuts tasting of turkey and stuffing. And lastly, smoky bacon. I hate smoky bacon as a concept entirely, so that is also a no from me. All right, gotta go watch WWE. That is That's awesome. Actually, yeah, you go watch wrestling. Thank you for hanging out after the raid as well, gamer girl. You take care. Absolutely not. Tesco, yeah, Tesco's were weird for this one. I'm not gonna lie. So you had smoky bacon. Oh, what have I done? I pressed the button I didn't want to press. Okay, smoky bacon, turkey and stuffing, salt and vinegar, cheese and onion, and and lemonade and cola flavored donuts. These don't exist anymore for obvious reasons. These were for people who were braver than me. I'll tell you that. The lemonade and cola one I would try. Everyone's saying that. So everyone would try the lemonade and cola one. I think it's because it is already a sweet flavor and donuts are sweet generally. So, lemonade and cola goes well. But putting a savory flavor on a donut, because I think Fonz asked if they are also sweet. Fuck knows. I never tried them. I do believe there was a review. I do believe there was a review that I could find where someone was like, oh no, what did they taste like? Someone says that they're actually very nice. If I can TLDR this entire thing, when Jessica sent the press release, the natives to double take the cold weirdos, wasn't expecting this unusual. So they took two flavors associated with crisps, cheese and onion and salt and vinegar. It couldn't work with it. Well, they said that they tasted nice, was very dubious, but they're actually very nice. They have the texture of donuts, but they taste like crisps, and it worked surprisingly well. That is the entire review. Basically, they are nicer than you think. Absolute sacrilege. Honestly, I think this review is basically saying don't knock it till you try it. Now, Font is asking me if I've ever heard of a Luther burger. No, but I'm sure as hell I'm gonna Google it. All right, so we've got a Wikipedia thingy. Luther burger, donut burger, is a hamburger or cheeseburger with one or more glazed donuts in place of a bun. These burgers have a disputed origin and tend to run between loads of calories. Place of origin. Why am I not surprised? It is based in the United States of America. This is not a foreign concept to me. I have never had one, but I have seen them in the UK. Don't ask me where. The glazing ruins it. I think the glazing ruins it for me too. Now, I don't mind sweet and savory together as a concept. I like what's it called? I like pineapple and pizza. Shut up, I will not be shamed. I also don't mind salt and sweet popcorn. But I'm not having a whole ass savory beef patty, processed cheese, some relish, some onion, some ketchup, some bacon, and then sugar glazed donuts is the fuck it. Are you insane? Outside of the US, am I reading that the Jews love it? Is that what I'm reading? Or something similar? Yeah, no, yeah, that's fucked. Like, is that what things are that looks nice. That looks lovely. And I would have one, but I don't think I'd be in a rush to. I can't even manage salted caramel. Oh, wow. I've done a bit of sea salt in some brownies, and that's it. Sugar and meat is OP pairing. In certain cases, for example, I tend to make honey barbecue chicken a lot. Honestly, whacking in a bit of fucking honey in the fucking frying pan when you're frying meat, honestly, mwah, chef's kiss. I bought some minced meat earlier today, and I'm thinking of adding honey to that mix and seeing how well that goes. Except I'm probably not going to do it because I'm using that mince to make a bolognese, and I'm not fucking around with sugar in a bolognese. Am I stupid? So yeah, that is that. Let's see. Oh wait, shit! I've lost the chat. I mean, if you're being strict about kosher food and you don't mix meat and dairy, tomatoes already have sugar. Do they? Well, there you go. I bought, what was it? Basically, it was like, okay, my budget right now is this amount of money, like a single digit number. How much can I get for £10 for £9? Cool. And how much food could I make with £9? And I was like, I actually did pretty well on the food spend, because I was like, I don't want to spend too much money on groceries. I want to spend as much money as I can to eat for the week. £9. What can I do? And one of the things I got was not harissa. No, what's the other one? Passata. And I have used passata before once in one of those, those like subscription-based meal kit things like HelloFresh and stuff like that. So I've used it once, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll get that, and I'll use that to make a bolognese later. See how that goes. But yeah, I don't think adding sugar to a bolognese is a good idea, generally. Very well, I'm feeling generous. You may have a small measure of time. Yes! You have 5 seconds. 5 seconds? After that, I declare this cross-examination to be closed and a verdict to be rendered. Your boldness, raise your gavel high. It's time for a countdown. Oh, right, yes, sorry, because I'm so scatterbrained. Someone was talking about how they have a man crush on Blackwell. You know what? I do get it. His nonchalant, aura farming like nature can be seen as attractive. Honestly, I do like Blackwell over. Oh wait, I like him over Edgeworth. I'm not gonna lie. As a rival prosecutor, Godot was really good in Trials and Tribulations. Wasn't quite a fan of Clavier in Apollo Justice. He was mostly just annoying. The dude from the Professor Layton crossover, meh. Franziska von Karma, I liked Franziska actually. She was cool. She was funny actually. And yeah, and then obviously there's another game after this. I don't know who the main prosecutor in that game is, but yeah, no, Blackwell's up there. We don't have time. Spit it out, Athena. Only 3 more seconds. Look, I don't think the prosecution's explanation is very complete. Meaning there's something missing. Like they conveniently left it unexplained. Something they didn't explain. Ah, you're right. I think I know what you're talking about. You have 5 seconds up, Mr. Justice. Is there anything about the prosecution's argument you'd like to rebut? Yes, Your Honor. Actually, there is. There is something the prosecution has yet to make clear to this court. Well, if you put it that way, what is it the prosecution has failed to explain? Definitely the motive for murder. They've got a motive for the bomb, but they do not have a motive for murder. The prosecution hasn't explained the defendant's motive yet, have they? But didn't they just explain that Mr. Terran was a threat to the success of the bombing, so he had to be disposed of? Oh, shame. I'm an idiot. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Why the body was moved? That is a good question. Yuck. they failed to explain why Mr. Starbuck would bother bringing the body back at all. If the defendant wanted to kill the victim, why didn't he just leave his body in the rocket? Why go through the trouble of bringing him all the way back to the boarding lounge? Oh, that's true. I don't think we've heard the prosecution's thoughts on that just yet. That's because they have none, Your Honor. After all, how does one explain something so illogical? The prosecution is claiming that the defendant moved the victim's dead body. But what if the entire premise of that argument is wrong? Then let's hear your theory, Mr. Justice. This is good. The defense proposes that the defendant didn't kill the victim. He was helping him. Fulbright, explain it for our sad friend here before I nod off to his monotone monologue. Inform him exactly why Spaceboy moved the victim. Huh? They've got to be joking. It's simple. Mr. Starbuck did what he did to direct his suspicion away from himself. He wanted to create the impression he heroically risked his life to save his partner. That's why he made sure to make it to the security camera so there'd be a record. At the very least, he appears to have achieved success with you and the old man. One man carrying the other to safety, yada yada yada. The average person wearing a spacesuit weighs easily over 200 pounds, saving the life of a partner who weighs as much while trying to escape deadly flames. What a dramatic sub-story fit for the silver screen. Indeed, I was completely taken in by the humanity of the story. You see, yet the true ending is that all traces of this hammy act were meant to be blown up. Yes, and now we arrive at the thrilling conclusion. The third explosion.
Objection!
What are you talking about? There was no third explosion. Indeed, you are correct. But that is thanks to Detective Arm. It was she who identified and secured the bomb. However, it doesn't change the fact that the third bomb was discovered in the lounge. I was gonna say, is this the bomb that's in with us now? There's still coughing beside the witness stand. That would be a bomb transport case. We use that to transport the deactivated bomb here. Excuse me. It was found in the lounge, a bomb in the form of a most distasteful toy. One on the second floor of the main building, one on the launch pad, and one in the lounge. The defendant planned to set off 3 firework displays. Fortunately, the third was discovered before it could be detonated, for had it not, the victim's body and other vital evidence would surely have been immolated.
Objection!
Before you utter a word, know that the evidence supports me. It's like he's reading my mind. As it is still undergoing forensic investigation, I do not have the evidence on hand. However, know that a peculiar item was found in one of Mr. Starbuck's pockets. Specifically, a bomb detonation switch. You found a what? I suspect the defendant had no time to destroy such damning evidence. And the Space Center director and Detective Arm stumbled across the murder, so he thought to hide it in his pocket. Feeble brain that he is. No! Mr. Starbuck would never do anything like that. Uh-oh. Right. Oh, I'm on the floor. Justice Dono, open your eyes and see the truth. It appears that this is irrefutable evidence that the accused set off the explosions. No, there has to be some kind of mistake. This can't be the truth. Still can't accept it. You'll believe in your client come what may. Then why don't you cross-examine the defendant himself? This has got to be a trap. It's like Blackwell's controlling the entire game. Yeah, it seemed like he was waiting for me to bring up the body moving issue. Why do you say that? Because he had just the right argument when I pointed it out. And to really rub it in, he had a decisive piece of evidence up his sleeve too. He was trying to shake my faith in Mr. Starbuck and break me down. And making you cross-examine Mr. Starbuck at this point was part of his plan too. Totally underhanded, but I wouldn't expect anything less from him. Now, let us hear from the arch-villain, the fiendish murderer himself. Famed astronaut, Solomon Starbuck. Right. You make a wicked bolognese, slow cook a big vat of it for 6 hours, portion it up and freeze it. You know what? I wish I had the freezer space to do such a thing. I do not have a slow cooker. Actually, is that a lie? I believe there may be a slow cooker in the house, but it doesn't belong to me. I live in a house with 5 other strangers. I think 4 of them I've been living with for at least a year, and one of them I've been living with for about 3 years. But on that, related to that, I wish I had the freezer space because, again, I live with 5 other people. There is no freezer space to keep big portions or big like set batches of like meal prepped frozen food. This is impossible, unfortunately. Witness your name and occupation, please. Solomon Starbuck, astronaut. How did this happen? Mr. Starbuck, you aren't looking very well. Will you be able to give testimony? Wait, did he say no? Oh, no. Well, unfortunately, no is not an option. You are being accused of the Space Center bombing and the murder of Clay Terran. Please testify to these allegations. Mind if I take this suit off? It's getting really heavy. No, we didn't make a separate model for you to take your suit off. It's not the weight of the suit that you feel, but of your sins. Prepare to carry that weight for the rest of your life. Banish me to the moon. I don't care anymore. Wow, that was super negative. Is he going to be alright up there? He'll be fine, I think. As long as he doesn't totally give up and say he did it, that is. He looks so serious. I didn't kill him. All I did was support Clay over my shoulder and get us out of the rocket. Like always, I took the elevator down to the middle level and headed for the corridor. Elevator down? Like always, I took the elevator down to the middle level. Oh, that is an elevator. Okay. And headed for the corridor. Clay had passed out by the time. Sorry. Clay had passed out by the time we got the order to evacuate. I didn't kill Clay. I was trying to save him. So you assert you didn't set off the bombs or murder the victim. But I bet you think I'm lying, right? I reserve all judgment until after I've heard your full testimony. I'm sure you don't believe me. I bet you don't even believe I'm an astronaut. I don't think the judge doubts that. Who'd wear a suit like that except an astronaut? I will say that when I saw you in that movie, you appeared quite courageous, though I suppose reality never quite lives up to the fantasy. I guess I'm just a big disappointment. I really don't care what happens anymore. Oh no, he's completely given up. What a depressing fellow. If you were to join me in the clink, I imagine that annoying sighing of yours would rub off on one of the other inmates. Like how it rubbed off on Prosecutor Blackwell a second ago. Huh? That was Blackwell sighing? Mr. Starbuck's testimony contains a glaring contradiction. The question is, what does it mean? Even if Mr. Starbuck is my client, I can't be gun shy now. It's time to find out the truth. So I was looking at this, right? And I was like, there is no elevator to the middle level. The middle level, only the lower level has elevator. But I think that's just where they've put the word elevator, because I can actually clearly see that there is an elevator from upper level to lower level. Oh, upper level to middle level. Is that the area inside the launch pad area? That's right. We always use it to get to and from the cockpit. That makes sense. So he was just using the route he always used, in spite of the fact that there had just been an explosion? Huh? I think he's hiding something pretty big. That's exactly where I need to press. Not press, but to call him out on. And I don't think it's the diagram, I think it's the bomb report. The explosion sparked a fire on the second floor of the main building and the middle level of the launch pad near the elevator. So if you traveled from there after the bomb had happened, what about the fire?
Objection!
Yeah. Mr. Starbuck, I need your testimony to be as accurate as possible. Was I not being accurate? No, because it's impossible for you to have taken the elevator down to the middle level. Oh, excuse me. What makes you say that, Mr. Justice? Please recall where the bomb went off in Launchpad 1. Also recall that the explosion in the middle level elevator was engulfed in flames. Oh, you're right, which means... Exactly. The launchpad's elevator would have been unusable. In other words... Mr. Starbuck, your statement is decidedly inconsistent with the facts. Oh, now you're hiding. What's with the helmet? Mission Command, do you read me? Come in, please. This is Mission Command. I order you to pay attention. Stop this nonsense and answer my question, Starbuck. Oh, what the fuck? My oxygen tank! He reminds me of Buzz Lightyear a little bit. Oxygen, crazy. Oxygen concentration and body temperature declining, requesting medical assistance. Yeah, that reminds me of Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story 1. Mr. Starbuck, we are not in space right now. Please stop pretending you have lost consciousness and stand back up. I apologize, Your Honor. I forgot I was still on Earth. I feel like we all just got to see a real glimpse of Solomon Starbuck, the astronaut. Yeah, he seems more like an astronaut now than when he was doing all that sighing. Mr. Starbuck, could you please explain the inconsistency in your statement about how you used the middle-level elevator? I was nervous and I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I actually took a different route, I think. A different route? I hope you're able to deliver a straight story this time. I'll get it right this time, maybe. No, I mean, probably. Probably. It's understandable to be nervous, but let me remind you, accuracy is paramount in court. Right. Let's see, my escape route, what I said before was a mistake. I remember now, I took a different route, maybe, probably. With the capsule and clay in my arms, I made my way down from upper level. From the upper level. Oh, that's it? So you're saying you escaped without using the elevator? You used the ladder? Okay, well, wrong. I used that ladder to get to the middle level. Luckily, the fire hadn't reached the ladder, so we could make our escape that way. And the capsule you mentioned, I suppose you mean the thing next to Mr. Terran here. Was the capsule that important that you risk your life to take it with you? It almost goes without saying, but yeah, that capsule contains asteroid samples. Therefore, it's invaluable as research material. With the spacesuit on, Clay weighed a ton, but securing the capsule was also important. I need you to answer to the best of your ability. Mr. Starbuck, please remember that your verdict is riding on your testimony. Maybe I am guilty after all. I wonder if you can see the stars in prison, but it's more comfortable than a spaceship. Right, yeah, you're wrong. With capsule and clay in each of my arms, I made my way down the ladder with no arms, is what you're telling me.
Objection!
I was so confident that I didn't even need to say. Mr. Starbuck, why don't you just tell the truth? The truth? Let's see. The Earth is blue? No, that's not right. So, I guess the Earth isn't blue? Yeah, that's it. The truth, Mr. Starbuck. Oh my god, this guy is actually really annoying. This guy is annoying as shit. What the fuck? Mr. Justice, the witness appears confused. Please help draw out the truth from him. Alright, under the circumstances at the time, you couldn't possibly have reached the boarding lounge via the upper level route. Huh? Not as long as this was along the escape route. Ladder. Wait, can I save? Ladder. To get down from the upper to the middle level where the launch pad 1 corridor is, you would have to go down the ladder. Isn't that right, Mr. Starbuck? Of course, that was the only way we could escape. But how would that work? At the time, you were supporting Mr. Terran over your shoulder, were you not? And remember, he was in full space gear, as well as putting him over 200 pounds. Well, it's easy on the moon. Gravity is 1/6 of what it is on Earth. But we are not on the moon. Well, short of being an octopus, climbing a ladder with an adult male in space gear on one arm, and also carrying a capsule on your other, is impossible, wouldn't you say? Oh, so Mr. Starbuck, how exactly did you climb down the ladder with your arms full? Oh, I threw them both down the ladder, then climbed it down myself. Mr. Starbuck, come clean and tell us the truth, now! Oh, what the fuck? What the? He's flying the coop! Help, I'm caught on the ceiling! Anyone help me? Oh my god, what's going on? Bailiff, prepare the cherry picker. We must launch our rescue mission at once. Well, that's one way to get off. Well, fuck, that's my eye. Fuck, my eye hurts. Well, that's one way to take off while being questioned. I'd rather prove his innocence so we can go to space again someday for real.